Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I haven't had a video up in seems like a year. I bet you it is a year. And the reason for that is pretty much because I kind of had a falling out with it. I didn't feel like it was, fun anymore, but talked with a lot of my friends and, decided that maybe, hey, I'd give it another try, start making YouTube videos again. And for anyone, it's not a lot of people, obviously, who watched any of my previous videos, I'm discontinuing all of them. I'm not doing any of those EU4 ones ever again. And I spent a lot of time just looking for something that I could do. And I found this, Risk Factions. It's a pretty, interesting game for anyone who's never played Risk before. It's, according to the game box, it's the classic game of global domination. So this one is the rendition or the Risk game for the Xbox 360. And I am going to start a new Let's Play series just playing Risk Factions because I really love the game Risk, and it's an easy game for me to play, and I guarantee you, just because I said that right there, I'm probably going to lose the game that I do a Let's Play for you guys. So, Risk Factions basically is a global war between humans, yetis, robots, zombies, and cats. Pretty weird, but in all respects, it's pretty fun to play too once you get past the kind of stupidity of the fact that humans, zombies, cats, robots, and yetis are fighting each other. But other than that, it is a game of strategy. You basically create your own empire and try to conquer the other empires of the world. So that's what I'm going to try to do in this Let's Play. I'm going to try to take over a world populated with cats, zombies, robots, and yetis. Obviously, I'm going to play as the humans because they're my favorite faction. So, one of two things is going to happen in this Let's Play. I'm either going to win in celebratory fashion, and you guys are all going to think that I'm the greatest Risk player of all time, or I'm going to get utterly crushed because there's no difficulty setting in this game. The AI will either decide that it's going to be super nice to you, or it decides that it wants to wipe you off the map, whereas all four of the other factions all focus on you. So, in this series, I'm going to try to explain to you guys how I play Risk and why I think the way I play it is the superior way. So, when you get into the main menu, you have these settings: World Conquest, an updated version of 2008 Classic Risk. Play continues until one player controls all territories on the map. This is the game mode that we are going to do, World Conquest. And then, random basically means all of the factions have random provinces. There's a certain number of provinces in the game, and there's no method to the madness that the AI picks. And then you have manual. Manual basically means that all of the AIs in the game, including you, pick your individual territories. Now, this is the way I normally like to play my games, because I like to pick my own territory so I can choose how I would invade. Now, the problem with manual is that it takes so long to do it, basically, to set up your game. So I think what I'm going to do in this Let's Play is I am just going to go with random. A random setup. And the problem with random is most likely I'm going to lose because I don't have a, consolidated empire. But I'm going to do it anyway just for the love of having no idea what the heck I'm doing. And hopefully not losing because I have provinces that aren't connected to each other. That's basically the name of the game in Risk. What you want is consolidated provinces that all touch each other, because if they're all separated, the AI is just going to take out your provinces one at a time, over and over and over, and there's nothing you can do about it. So at least how I like to start my games is having a consolidated empire. That means that the AI can't just take every single one of your provinces in one turn. They would have to work their way through your empire. So we are going to play the downrange map, which is my favorite map in the game. You can see there's also Limbo and the classic Risk map. But for this Let's Play, we're going to do the downrange, I think is the game mode. Or is it Limbo? You know what? Let's do Limbo. I think Limbo is the one that I prefer more. I can't even remember at this point. So we're going to go with Limbo. So there are 5 factions in the game, as I obviously already explained to you guys. I want to be the humans, which is the Green Star faction. So I'm going to go with that. So, every faction has a capital, which they will place at their discretion to whatever province they choose. And let me go ahead and tell you, the AI is very stupid when it comes to placing capitals. They will place them in provinces that are completely surrounded by your territory or by another AI, as they're quite stupid. Alright, here we go. So this is the map. As you can see, I am in green. And as you can see, this is exactly not what I wanted to happen. All of my territories are spread out. So this is the first enemy faction, and as you can see, they place their capital completely exposed to me. The zombies, they're gonna place their capital in a completely surrounded area. The machines, again, gonna place their capital in a completely surrounded area. So now it's my turn. So as you can see, I pretty much have no provinces that are absolutely connected to each other. I have some provinces over here, and I have some provinces up here, but pretty much nowhere else do I have provinces that I'm going to be able to do anything with. So right off the bat, I can tell you guys that I am definitely going to be screwed for this match. It'll be a miracle if I can pull this out. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick my capital to be there, and the reason for that is it's kind of out of the way and no other faction is placing their... Oh, okay. So blue... Oh, God. So, as you can see, each AI, they recruit their men per turn, and they attempt to take over territories. Now, the... Okay. Let me pause it right here. Okay. To explain this to you guys. So, each AI recruits a certain amount of men per turn, based on their territory, their capitals, and the regions of the map that they control. They get to place those men in a certain territory, and then they attempt to invade or take over the other territories of the other factions. Now, the cats are controlled by Generalissimo Meow, and as you can see down on the left side of the map, just past the options board, you can see a small little island continent that's populated by 3, 2, and then 2. That is the temple, and if a particular faction controls every part or every province of the temple, they can convert a territory to their own at the end of everyone's turn. So when it comes to my turn, I might want to take one of those provinces to prevent that from happening, but it's probably a little too early to tell. We don't know if another AI is going to try to take back the island, so we're going to go ahead and go back into the game and see what they're going to do here. So the zombies, they went after it, and they took over that part of the island, so Generalissimo Meow lost his control of it. And that was actually... Oh, he's going after another one. Okay. So the zombies, obviously devastating. They just took another part of the temple. And as you can see at the bottom left part of the map, they just reinforced their capital with like 3 more troops. Here's the robots. And they're going after me. They took a province from me. So basically, every single province has a certain amount of men, and after your draft, if you want to take a... Okay, so here we go. It's my turn. So as you can see, 10 territories, so I recruit 3 men. Capitals, 1, so I recruit 1 man. And these are star trades. So a star trade, you see at the top left corner of the map, right under my name, I have a certain number of stars. I can trade those stars for men. And right now, if I traded in my 2 stars, I'd get 2 men. Now, the name of this is to save up your stars. See, if I save up my stars to 10, I can produce 30 men. So I'm gonna hold off on recruiting or using my stars from right now. And I have 4 troops that I can play with. So for me, my first objective is to create a secure area where I know my troops will be safe. And for me, that is going to be right here. So I'm going to add my troops to this province, I'm going to end my draft, and now this is my attack. So I have 6 troops, and this province, this zombie-controlled province, has 1 troop. So I'm going to select this province, and then I'm going to motion over to Ville Forest, and then I'm going to press launch attack. So now I'm in this situation. You can see I have 5 awesome humans taking on 1 miserable zombie. And when I state attack, I will roll my dice. As you can see, I rolled a 3, they rolled a 2. So I win, and I'm going to march my victorious armies right over into their province. So then I'm going to press X for finish attack. And as you can see, because I took a province, I can now get a star. So now that I've taken that province, I'm secured on pretty much all my fronts, except for that blue one down there. That AI still is touching my capital. So I'm going to go back over to this army. I'm going to finish my attacking phase, and then I'm going to select this province, and I'm going to maneuver. I'm going to maneuver men over to my capital, and then I'm going to press RB for finish. And as you can see, I moved 2 men over to my capital to better defend it from those Yetis. So now I can choose my reward, and a star. Because I took a territory, I get to have it. So I'm going to press OK. And I got a star, and it'll go up to the top left corner, and boom, there we go. So now it's His Excellency Gary's turn. He is also going to invade the Temple Island. So it's obviously very important to control the island, which is why so many AIs are throwing everything they have into the island. So that's the end of the first go-around turn. General Lismo Meow's turn. He's gonna plot his troops down there in the bottom of the map, and he's gonna go after the robots. They held firm for a little while, but eventually were defeated. And that will end out his turn. So now it's down to Colonel Steffenberg. Yeah. So he's gonna also go after General Lismo Meow. He just devastated his army. And he's also gonna go after His Excellency Gary, but he was solemnly defeated. And now we go to Commandant 6-4. He's gonna go after the Yetis. Now that's good for me because he not only weakens the Yetis, but he weakens himself in the process of trying to take their province. So that will actually make it much easier for me to take over his territory on my turn. So now it is my turn. Skip that phase. Skip that. So now I have 4 men once again, and I'm going to place them on my capital. I'm going to end my draft, and now I'm going to go after the province that he just attacked. So I rolled a 5 and a 3, beats their 2 and a 1, and I just massacred. So I will take their province, and then I'm going to press A and finish my attack. So that's basically the gist of Risk. And yeah, So I'll get this up on YouTube, and I will see you guys for the second part.